What's up, everyone? Welcome to another video. This one's going to be on the top 3 stocks for this coming week. We got a couple of good stocks here that I want to talk about and give you guys my long and short setup on them. And also, I want to talk about the SPY, what it did on Friday, and what to expect for it heading into this upcoming week. Keep in mind that this week is going to be a short week. We got Monday and Tuesday of full trading. Wednesday is a half day, so market will be closing at 1 p.m. Eastern time. And then Thursday off because of July 4th. And then we come back on Friday. So 3 full days of trading and then a half day. So it's a pretty tough week. It's a short week. You have to be very cautious as you play some of these stocks. But overall, it's not going to be too bad because it's just the same strategy that I use. I'm going to repeat it every single day that I do. I'm going to do it this coming week as well. And of course, if you guys want to catch these plays with me live and in my private group, link will be in the descriptions below for my Discord. Basically, you sign up, you get into the Discord after claiming your access, and you'll be able to catch all of the plays I make throughout the entire week. As you can see, last week was another great week for us. Monday, we had 2 red trades, 3 green trades, so more of a break-even day on Monday. Tuesday was a massive green day, so it was up a lot after that. Wednesday was 2 red trades, but good wins on the other side, 3 wins. And Thursday was another massive green day. Basically, Tuesday and Thursday put me up massive, over 50K in profit, just from between these 2 trades, between these 2 days, I mean. And the biggest reason for that is because CRM and W Day came back from being like 80% loss to 100% profit, because both of these stocks ended up doing what my plan was, and both of them filled some of their gaps. And I had a huge position on CRM and another decent position on W Day, which both of these were my biggest position on the week, and they both turned positive and made me a good amount of profit. So it ended up pushing me over the edge and giving me a ton of profit for the week. And then Friday, I nailed the short on the market, tried to play some bounces, but ended up losing on those on SPY. Overall, Friday was another big green day because of these QQQ and SPY puts. So 19 wins, 6 losses, huge week. And basically the goal is to keep this going every single week. This is probably what, like, as far as total wins go from last week, if I were to just add into the past like 5 weeks, we have like over 70 or 80 wins and like 20 losses. So it's been a pretty huge couple of weeks for us in the room, and consistent profit. And every single trade that I take, every single trade that you see here has been posted in the Discord group throughout the whole week, and members have done phenomenal securing profit and making some solid money. And yeah, it's just been a pretty fun experience with the team. And yeah, if you guys want to catch these plays, check out the link in the descriptions below, and I'll hope to see you guys there. With that, let's go over our top 3 stocks, because those are the ones that you guys are here for. First things first, SPY. This week I'm going to be playing SPY, so I'm looking for this 550 level. We double topped here and we rejected on Friday, and we came all the way back down to like 542, 544 at the end of the day. It's been a very aggressive rejection on the SPY. So for us to play the long on it, we need to wait for it to break 550. If it breaks 550, we play long on SPY. If it doesn't break 550, then here's the short. Well, the short is going to be pretty easy. You want to short it under 542.50. If SPY breaks under 542.50, take it down to 540, and it's going to be a pretty good short. That's going to give you roughly 2 points to 3 points, roughly around there. Once that 540 breaks, you want to short it again and fill this gap down to 537. That's going to be another good 3 points on the downside. So the reason I am saying short, because the market gave us a massive rejection on that 550 area on SPY, and that creates a double top. It's a double top rejection at a big level of resistance. Not to mention, this big red candle you see is covering the entirety of this green candle, which means it's a bearish engulfing pattern. So this green candle is completely covered by this red candle, and therefore that is known as a bearish engulfing pattern, and that means we're going to see more downside according to this pattern. But to confirm it, we need to break under 542.50. Now, the other thing is if it breaks 542.50, well, what happens is you have our green EMA cloud on the daily. The stock is going to be underneath the green EMA cloud on the daily if it breaks 542.50, which signals bearish price strength. And that means that once that break happens, we head towards these levels I gave you, which is 540 and 537, and after that we have the blue EMA cloud, which will be the next area of support that puts us around like 534, 535. So that's basically the idea, is to look and see if the market can drop nicely. If I draw a trend line and I extend this trend line, you can see that there is possibility of a drop back down to like 535, 537 area to retest this trend line that we have on the daily. So that is also possible, and that is something you can look forward to. Just overall, I think the market wants to do a small pullback, and that is what I'm going to be watching for heading into this upcoming week. So yeah, watch out for this. I like the way market looks. It's gonna be pretty fun to trade it. With that, let's go over our top 3 stocks, starting off with the first one, MDB. Now, MDB has the exact same chart as stocks that we made money on this week, which is WDay and CRM. Okay, these stocks, beautiful stocks. I can give you another example, Airbnb, and of course, the other one I can give you is the other one, PanW. Same chart. So these are stocks that we made a good amount of money on. PanW paid really well, CRM paid very well, WDay paid very well, and then Airbnb, which I did not play but also went and filled some of its gap. Here's what I expect MDB to do, and this is something that is going to likely happen because we're in the situation where everything is turning bullish. So with MDB, we have first a buy signal with the flow finally turning positive right here. Okay, so notice how after this earnings came out, it gapped down big, consolidated for a long while with massive bearish flow, and finally started getting some positive flow. This positive flow means now we have based and we have some buyers stepping in. The second thing that we wanted to look for is this red EMA cloud that you see right here turning green, and you can see that we have basically started turning green, and what that means is it is known as an EMA crossover. Basically, the stock's price has gone above the EMA, and the EMA went from red price action to green price action. So what that entails is that the stock is now strong. The price of the stock, the momentum of the stock is strong. It's bullish. And that is another big deal because that gives us confidence that the stock is likely going to get more volume in the upcoming days and push higher. The next thing that makes this very interesting is that it has this resistance around 252.60. And why this matters is that once it breaks this resistance at 252.60, well, we have gap to fill all the way up towards $308.75. That is a massive gap on the upside. That's over 50 points on the gap, right? Huge gap to fill. We don't need this entire gap. We just need to get some of this gap. So when I'm looking for that little bit of that gap fill, well, you can see my purple EMA cloud. Well, the resistance at 270 is going to act as a pretty strong resistance because that's where the purple EMA cloud is. So my goal is for this coming week to break this 250-260 area for a long setup, play some maybe 260 calls or 265 calls, and ride the price strength towards 270. And that's the goal, is to fill some of this gap and get a really nice win. Of course, in terms of expiration date, you could do the short expiration, but just to be safe, I would say July 12th expiration or July 19th expiration might be better for a stock like this because it does go up slowly every single day, more of a multi-day runner. But again, I will be looking for a trade on this one this coming week on the break of 250-260, and I'll be trying to play this towards that 260-270 zone. So beautiful chart setup, incredible chart setup, and this is going to to be one that I'm looking forward to this coming week. My number 2 stock is ZS. Now, with ZS, as you know, this is a cloud-based technology company. You have CrowdStrike, which, by the way, has done very well, and I believe CrowdStrike, could go up more into that 400 level area. Very possible, but essentially CrowdStrike has been very strong, and I believe that ZS will likely see more upside because guess what? There's another stock that did very well, which falls under the same sector, and that is PanW, which has been pushing very well as well. So I think ZS is kind of in that zone where I think this could also see some nice moves to the upside. And what I want to kind of do with this stock is I want to play it above this 194 area. If it breaks around 194, I want to take it down. I want to take it up towards 200 level, which is where you'll see roughly around here 200, 201. That's basically where you have some resistances for the stock. So 194 break, run it to 200. You can see that it has good positive flow on the daily chart, and green EMA cloud, it's above the purple EMA cloud. So all of the things here points to a bullish chart. If I go ahead and take you to the weekly chart, notice this is where things get really, really interesting, okay? Because on the weekly chart, what we have is, first of all, we have a 3-bar pattern right here, and then second, you can see the red EMA cloud is about to go green, which is a very, very big deal. Not to mention, look at the blue EMA cloud. The stock is above the blue EMA cloud, which means that the stock's price action and price strength is bullish. It's good. It's very, very nice. And the last but not least is the flow. The flow is borderline about to go green. That's also very important because if this coming week the flow turns green and we break 194, well, guess what? We have room to 200 to 202, and then after that we have this nice bit of a fair value gap on the weekly to from this 205 206 area all the way to 215. So these levels are very attractive because the stock is turning bullish heading into this upcoming week, and I want to be there to catch this play if it does make this move. So yeah, very, very interesting stock. Love the way it looks. I'll probably be playing some $200 calls for July 12th or July 19th expiration just to be safe. So yeah, very, very interested in seeing how this stock plays out. Last but not least, third stock is Now. Now looks incredible. So first things first, on the weekly chart, notice how we are going from red to green EMA. We have had a buy signal on it a couple of weeks before, actually, not days. This is the weekly chart. And of course, the flow on the weekly is very positive and increasing every single week. That gives me good confidence. Not to mention, you can see a bit of a inverse head and shoulder setup that it could build. Not to mention, it's kind of testing a big level of resistance around this like 790 to 800 area. So I would say like 790 break, you want to push it to 800, and then 800 break, we got all-time highs. And the biggest thing here is that all-time highs level around that 815 roughly. Yes, 815. So all-time high sitting at 815. The stock is getting pretty close to that zone. I want to play it because I think when a stock gets super close to all-time highs, it tends to go ahead and get there, and that's why this stock looks very, very interesting to me. So what I'm looking for is I'm looking for this 790 break for a push to 800, and then 800 break to go to 815. And then once we get the 815 break, which is all-time highs, we're going to run to 825 to 830. And that is going to be really, really fun to trade. Bullish on all time frames. Looks absolutely gorgeous. Nice inverse head and shoulder right here. Or not even inverse. This is more like a W shape. Nice W shape pattern. Just a clean chart setup that I want to take advantage of. It is a bullish stock. It's a stock that is very volatile. So buying an $800 call or an $820 call or an $810 call and trying to play the momentum to the upside is going to be really, really fun to trade this stock. The one other thing I'll point out is that if you look at the purple EMA cloud, the purple EMA cloud is about to go into blue, which means when the purple EMA cloud goes to blue, it is signaling a bullish EMA crossover. That is the 34 EMA crossing above the 50 EMA, and that signals more bullish strength. So I love this setup. I think this will do very well. Keep an eye on it, as I think you will make a lot of profit out of this if it gets this break of 790 to 800. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your weekend, and let's make some money this week. Peace.